Everyone loves a launch. The energy, the speeches, the social media posts, the congratulatory emails. You design the deck, you brand the rollout, you prep the photo op. But if you've ever built anything that had to last, anything that had to survive, anything that's meant to last longer than the spotlight, you know that the launch is not the hard part. The hard part is what comes after. The hard part is the maintenance. And most systems were never designed for it. They were built to impress, not to endure. We call something a success because it launched, not because it's still working a year later or five. We spend weeks prepping the press release and almost no time preparing the infrastructure that will carry the weight of day 91. Why? Because maintenance isn't sexy. It doesn't get awards. There's no dopamine hit from it. A well-updated internal wiki or a clean handoff document or a checklist that prevents failure number 93 is not sexy. But if we're serious about designing systems that don't betray us, that is the work. Let's look at some examples. A new team onboarding process that feels warm and thoughtful the first week, but slowly decays because no one owns it. A mission statement that launches with fanfare and disappears into the void because there's no operational rhythm to revisit it. An ambitious platform or program that's rolled out with energy and immediately handed to an understaffed team without the capacity to sustain it. That's not an accident. That's design neglect. Designing for maintenance means building with the assumption that people get tired, that priorities change, that staff will turn over, that bandwidth will contract. It means creating systems that are repairable and not dependent on a single person's brain or heroics, that are documented so the knowledge doesn't vanish when someone takes leave or quits, that are adjustable, designed with dials, not locks, that are cared for, assigned real ownership, not orphaned after launch. Because otherwise you're not launching a system, you're lighting a fuse. Let's get honest about this. If a system only works under ideal conditions, when the team is at full strength, the budget is flush, and the enthusiasm is high, it's not a sustainable system. It's a performance. Designing for maintenance means building in failure modes, planning for unglamorous upkeep, making the work visible, not just the outcomes, and budgeting, not just financially, but energetically for the long middle. And here's the part we forget. Maintenance isn't just logistical, it's emotional. It's the space where trust either grows or withers, where the soul of the work gets revealed, where the friction builds or the rhythm forms. Because when maintenance is supported, people can breathe. They can rest without guilt. They can rely on one another. But when it isn't, they scramble. They improvise. They carry systems on their back that were never meant to be human-sized. Let's stop doing that. Design for maintenance, not for scale. Not just for scale. Not just for optics and not just for speed. Design with the end in mind and everything after it. Because a launch is a moment and maintenance is a relationship. And a good system, an ethical system, is one that you don't have to burn out to sustain. I'm Zephyr LaFleur. Thanks for sticking around. This is Ethical Systems Building.